Okay guys, so we're going to start at the top of our mat. So just coming to stand, feet hip width apart. Let your arms drop by your side and just start to have a little shift through the feet. So you're rocking almost to your toes, rocking to your heels, just letting the body sway an inch or two back and an inch or two forward. Starting to get the weight planted through the feet. Getting the weight spread through the toes, the sides of the feet, the heel, the ball of the foot. Okay. And then just standing nice and steady, whatever you feel is the center of those two, of that point. And then just start to let your eyes close, hands to belly, and start to breathe into the belly. Exhale out the nose, let the belly fall. And again, inhale, fill the lungs. And exhale, let it go. Okay. As we breathe in, you want to feel the belly press into the hands. And as we exhale, you want to do that hug the baby motion, where you're just trying to gently empty the air from this belly and knit the muscles around your abdomen a little bit around that baby. So breathing in, expanding and breathing out, drawing around the belly. Okay, letting your arms just roll by your side. We're going to roll the shoulders up, back and down. Just breathing through the nose, whatever your regular breath is. And then just reverse the circle of those shoulders, bringing them up around the ears, down and back. Do a few more in that opposite direction. Just give me last one. And then just let those arms relax by your side. Okay, soft knees. Feet are nice and spread. Maybe bring your feet slightly wider than hip width apart. And we're going to start to slowly tuck the chin to the chest, round the shoulders, and one vertebrae at a time. Just let your body roll down into a lovely deep fold. Again, feet can shuffle a bit wider to make space for the bump. At the bottom, just let your eyes look in between your legs. Let your shoulders roll, let your head hang, your shoulders, your back just fully fold deeply in to that lovely little split in two position. Starting to just have a little sway from your right foot to your left foot. So just letting the weight shift, and that's just going to naturally allow your upper body to sway. Maybe grabbing opposite elbows with the hands to get a little bit more decompression through the spine. If you were holding the floor, it's nice to sometimes take away that support and bring those hands to the elbows. Final breath in. And exhale, hold it steady. Okay, from there, hands come down, knees bend generously, and we just lower into a 4-point position. So we've got hands under shoulders, knees under hips, and we're just going to start to look slightly forward of those fingers towards the top of the mat. Now straightening the spine, just so that we're in that neutral position. So the crown of the head is reaching away from the tailbone, and we're just starting to be active through the back. We're just going to inhale like we did standing, let the belly fill. And exhale, hug the baby, empty the belly. So maybe even have a look at your belly for a few breaths. Inhale, fill. Exhale, hug the baby. And again, inhale, fill the lungs. Belly expanding, and then exhale, pull it in. One more breath, keep those arms nice and active. Inhale. Spine stays still. Exhale. Lovely. And then from there, return to your natural breath. I want you to keep your arms straight and your spine straight for me. We're going to move through the shoulder blades. So what I want you to do is lower your chest, your whole body, almost like it's going 2 or 3 inches to the floor. And you're squeezing your shoulder blades together as you do that. You're not bending the arms at all. Then we're going to push the floor away, spread the shoulder blades apart, and round the upper back. Now notice it's not a cat. I'm not moving the lower back or the middle back. I'm just rounding the shoulder blades keeping that spine nice and strong. Do that again. Arms stay straight. The chest lowers towards the floor a few inches. We squeeze our shoulder blades back in together, like we're cracking a walnut in between them. And then breathe out, push the floor away. Draw your shoulder blades apart and round that space in between your shoulder blades. Okay. And again, lowering, squeeze the shoulder blades, trying to exaggerate the range once you've got it. And then push the floor away. Shoulder blades pull apart. Keeping that breath, inhale to lower the chest, squeeze shoulder blades, exhale, push. Okay, now we're gonna try to do a bit of a circle through the shoulder blades like that. So you just lower, draw the shoulder blades back, push away, and draw the shoulders around the ears slightly. So just move, don't overthink it. Just try to think about the shoulder blades drawing a bit of a circle, keeping the arms straight, keeping the spine straight, and then try to reverse that little circle. Chest lowers, shoulders around ears, push away, shoulders draw back. Chest lowers, pull the shoulders forward around the ears, push away from the floor, squeeze the shoulder blades down the back. Final one. Lower, shoulder blades forward, push away, shoulder blades back. Okay, lovely. From there, just go into a little gentle cat-cow. So tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone, breathe out for me. Look to the belly. Inhale, start to let the tailbone reach to the ceiling. The eyes looks upward if that's available. Big breath in, opening through the front of the body. Exhale, tuck the chin slowly, tuck the tailbone, maybe even get a little squeeze on the bum. Inhale, we gently look up. Let the glutes relax as your tailbone reaches the ceiling. And just be conscious and cautious of the range here. Listen to the muscles running down the front of your tummy. If they feel like they're being pulled apart, stretching too much, you've gone too far. Just really gentle in this. Final one. Breathing out. Tuck the chin, tuck the tail, look to the belly, round through the lower, middle, and upper. And then let the tailbone reach up, glutes release, eyes look up a little, shoulder blades draw down the back. Lovely. Okay, from there, straighten your back for me. And we're just going to bring our right arm to reach away past the ear and the left leg to extend. I know we've been on the hands for a while. This is the last little bit before a break. So keep that left hand down. If you need to, you can always come on that left forearm. But we're going to reach the right arm and the left leg. Just hold it. Now I want you to stretch your toes away from your fingers. And when your spine is straight as you can have it, your left hip turning down to the floor so we're level through the hips. And just hold. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Okay. Point the left toes. Flex the left toes. Point the left toes. Really exaggerate this. Flex. Right hand can come down at any stage. Point the left toes. Squeeze the bum. Flex the left toes. Final two. Point. And flex. Okay. Now keeping the toes pointed. Reach the right arm if you can. See if you can bend the knee. Reach your right hand back to the left foot. Get a little bit of a grab of it. And just see if you can kick the foot up into the hand. Going into this miniature little back bend. Opening the left hip. Push the foot into the hand for 3. Push harder for 2. And then slowly release. Right hand down. Bring your left leg out to the left hand side of your mat for me. So I'm going to turn actually to the side. Left leg is out to the left hand side of my hip, left side of my mat, and my hands are down underneath my shoulders. Okay. Now all I'm going to do is just start to gently, keeping my hips aligned, my shoulders in line with my hips, rock the hips back, and then gently rock forward. Rocking the hips back, there's barely any weight in the hand. Try to let those wrists release. And as you rock back and forward, just start to let those hips sink that little bit deeper, and then releasing all the way up. Okay. Next time we bring the shoulders on top of the wrists, I want you to open your left arm up to the ceiling. Inhale, reach up, look up, squeeze your shoulder blades, open the left side of the body. Lower the left hand, and then just rock the hips back. Okay. Rocking forward. Left arm opens. Breathe in, squeeze shoulder blades, rotate, open the chest. Left hand lowers, sink the bum down. Rocking forward. Left arm opens up, inhale. Exhale to lower, sit the bum down. Final one. We're going to roll forward. We're going to open the left arm. We're going to spin the chest a little bit more up to the ceiling. Breathing in. Exhale out. Lower the hand. And then we're going to try to rock back and maybe hold it back. Maybe on your forearms. Maybe you're just pretty much sitting right butt cheek onto the right heel. You should feel this lovely big opening stretch through the left inner thigh. If the knee is niggly, soften it. And just start to breathe in and out here. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, release. Soften the jaw, the shoulders. Maybe even round the spine. Breathing in. Exhale, soften into it. Lovely. Gently come out of it, rocking yourself forward. We're going to go into a pigeon. So we're going to bring our left knee towards our left elbow and our left ankle towards our right wrist. So just dropping onto that left shin, and then start to just wiggle your right foot back and leg back. Untuck the back toes and just have a little wiggle to find your position. Now one day the aim is to have this left shin parallel to the top edge of the mat. Do not force it. You can have your left heel as close to your hip as you need to. Stay upright in that pigeon for me and have a wiggle of the hips from right to left. Now what you should feel when you shift your hips to the right, that should be more intense for this left outer glute and hip. So we want to settle towards the right hand side. So let's hold those hips as square as possible. Have a look at your right hip and turn it down towards the floor. Squeeze your right butt cheek even and open the chest up. Have a look up. Breathing in. Hold it. Now really important here, this is a tough stretch, so really important here that you find a bit of release. You want to be able to relax into it. Tell your body you're safe here. Don't panic, don't run. Let your muscles settle, let them relax, and you'll get so much more out of this. So we're going to start to breathe in. Maybe the hands come slightly forward, and if there's a little bit more range there, as we exhale, soften the shoulders, the neck, the jaw. Fold your body over that front leg, bending your elbows. Inhale, straighten the arms, maybe a gentle look up. Exhale, bend the elbows, fold the body, soften shoulders, jaw, face, hips. Inhale, pressing up. Now that left leg of mine is going numb, which is great. That's what we want. You want to get all that blood flow. Breathing out to lower, breathing in to lift. And then settle wherever we feel is the most intense. So I'm going to come onto my forearms, but if I was struggling to get my left shin nice and straight and my right hip down, I would stay up on my hands. And then maybe I'm just going to make a little pillow for my head with my hands stacked one above the other and lower my forehead onto the hands. Breathing in through the nose. As we exhale, relax the shoulders, the hips, the jaw, the neck, all your body weight, let it fall into that left leg, let it go numb. Inhale, exhale. One more breath, always staying longer than we want. Exhale, release. Exhale, release. Gently come up onto those hands, and we're going to tuck the back toes and just bring that left knee under the left hip. Now just let those knees go wide. Have a little rock of the hips back into almost a child's pose and forward. Do that a few times. Send the hips back. Let your bum stick up a little bit, tailbone to ceiling, and rock forward. Okay. And then from there, coming into your 4-point position, knees under hips, hands under shoulders, straightening the spine. Left arm extends past the left ear, right leg extends out behind the right butt cheek. Hold, reach, and pull that body apart. So fingertips reaching through the crown of the head, lengthen that spine, reach down through the right toes, and make those limbs solid, that spine solid. Inhale, exhale, lower the hand if you need to. We're going to flex our right toes to our knee, exaggerate it, feel the calf and hamstring lengthen. Point the right toes. Really reach, feel a stretch in the front of the ankle. Flex the right toes, pull the toes to the knee. Point the right toes, lengthen. Left arm can be up or down. Go for 3 more, flex and pull. Keep that spine solid. Point and reach. Final one. Flex and then point. Arm is reaching if we can. Bend the right knee, and reach towards the right foot with the left hand. We're going to see if we can kick up into that right foot or into the left hand with the right foot. Don't worry if you can't get this, just keep holding it, trying to get it. And just kick the right leg up. Lift that right thigh up, push, 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 push for 3. Push against that hand. 2, reach it long on the 1, left hand down. And we're going to bring our right leg all the way out to the right side of our right hip. So that foot is nice and heavy. That left knee, if you ever need more support under it, pop under a cushion or fold your mat. And we're just going to rock back. Breathing in and out. Rocking forward, shoulders over the wrists. Now what we should feel as we do this rock is that right inner thigh getting a lovely big stretch. If the right knee is niggly, soften the knee. You should feel that left hip compressing and really just trying to open through that right side of the pelvis, the hip. Breathing in, soft shoulders, breathing out. Holding the shoulders above the wrists. Let's open the right arm to the ceiling. Squeeze your shoulder blades back in together. Spin the chest up. Lower the right hand. Exhale, sit back. Inhale, rock forward. Right arm comes up. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Open your chest. Hand comes down. Exhale as you sink in the stretch. Breathing in to rock forward, opening the arm, creating space through the ribs. Lower the hand, rock it back. One more time. Okay, holding it forward. Final open with that right arm. Look up, squeeze your shoulder blades back in together for 3, 2, lower the hand. Hips reach back and we hold it back. Maybe on the forearms. We maybe round the spine slightly. And we just start to breathe out. Relax shoulders, jaw, hips. Inhale, holding it down there. Exhale. Feel that right inner thigh. Doesn't matter how back you're sitting, as long as you feel the stretch. Breathing in. Also noticing the two sides may be very different. Breathing out, soften. Beautiful. Okay. Hands walk forward. Roll your shoulders above your wrists. Let's come into that pigeon. Right knee towards right wrist. Right ankle towards left wrist. Shuffle the left leg back. Untuck the back left toes so they're pointed along that mat. And we're trying to bring that right shin one day as parallel to the top edge of the mat as possible. But we don't force it. We don't put that right knee under any pressure. So we're letting the right foot come as close to your left hip as you need to. Then we're just going to hold it nice and tall on the hands. Have a rock. Hips sway to the right, hips sway to the left. Inhale, exhale, let the eyes shut. Let this be intuitive. Just feel the stretch out for yourself, for this side, for today as well. It'll always feel different. Okay, and then we're gonna hold it over with the hips more to the left. So you're trying to bring your left hip bone to the mat. Clearly it's not gonna touch it, but that's the aim. And as you shift your hips to the left, you should feel that stretch in the right outer glute and hip increase. Start to just gently look up a little, let that spine extend, breathe in. Keep pulling your hip bones down to the mat. Really squeeze that left butt cheek. Hips sink down. Okay. We're going to start to bend the elbows as we exhale. Let the chest fold to the floor, soft neck, shoulders, hips. Inhale, straighten the spine, little gentle look up. Left hip to the floor the whole time. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press through the hands, lift the chest, lift the gaze. Once more, exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Now, wherever you feel it the most, and if that left hip is popping up loads, try to stay up in this upright pigeon. Or maybe you're coming down onto your forearms for that final hold. Right leg is going numb, left hip is pulling to the floor. And maybe we can stack the hands one above each other and bring the forehead to rest on the back of those hands. Breathing in through the nose. And as we exhale, really relax into it. Remember to tell your body it's safe here, so letting your muscles relax is the best way to do that. Try not to run from the sensation that you're feeling through the right leg. Prove to yourself that you can stick it out for a little longer. Breathing in. Exhale, release. Soften the shoulders and the neck and the jaw. One more time, breathe in. Hold the exhale. Gently coming up onto the hands. Tuck the back left toes. And just bring that right knee under the hip. Guys, both knees under hips, hands under shoulders. Shuffle the knees back a little bit. I actually like to turn my knees out a little bit here. And then I start to walk my hands forward a little bit and drop into a puppy pose. So take a breath in. And as we exhale, chest to floor, tailbone to ceiling. You might be resting your forehead on the mat and your forearms on the mat, your elbows on the mat, or maybe we're not that low, does not matter. If you wanted to bring a pillow under your head or a block so that you can rest, feel free to do that. And just start to take those slower breaths. Inhale. Exhale, let the armpits, the chest sink towards the mat. Breathing in. Big slow exhale. Letting that tailbone reach to the ceiling. Letting the glutes release. Letting the shoulders, the neck, the head go completely heavy. And then just slowly, gently come up into 4-point position. Shoulders over the wrists, knees under the hips. We're going to just spring the feet out wide, wider than the mat, and the knees are inward. So knees in and toes out. And then just start to rock yourself back, coming onto your forearms, maybe playing around with how far you can bring the feet out, and just having a little gentle rock back and forward. Maybe start to round your lower back slightly. So tucking the tailbone, maybe finding a little bit more depth when we do that. And just shifting forward and just letting your tailbone reach up. So almost a bit like a cat-cow. Finding that cat shape as we sit the bum down towards the floor. Tuck the chin, tuck the tail. And then rocking forward, reaching your tailbone to the ceiling. Give me 2 more. Tailbone tucks, rounding, sit the hips back. And tailbone reaches up as we shift forward. One final time, rocking back and forward. Lovely. And then from there, just gently pressing onto the hands. Just come to find a seated position. So that was a little bit of internal rotation through the hips. We're going to see if we can finish with a butterfly, feet together, knees apart. If that's a little bit too intense, you can cross the legs, sit on your knees, whatever is comfy, or sit with your legs just open. And then just start to breathe in, find little bony bits of your sit bones on the floor, on the mat. Straighten your spine, lengthen through the head, the neck, the shoulders. Inhale, I like to close my eyes and just exhale, empty the belly, and try to, just with the muscles in your legs, press your thighs closer to the floor. So breathing in, fill the belly, everything softens. Exhale, soften deeper, thighs towards the floor. And again, inhale. And exhale. And just keeping those feet together. Place your left hand on the floor just behind your left thigh. We're going to reach the right arm overhead. Just a little bend in that left elbow will give you a little bit more range. Look up towards that right elbow. Inhale, stretch the fingertips overhead. Make sure the armpit is facing up to the ceiling slightly. And we're reaching away from the right hip that's pressing into the mat. Breathing out, lengthening through that right hand side of the ribs. And then right hand comes to the floor, to your right side, bend the elbow, left arm comes up and over. Left armpit turns up to the ceiling. We inhale, and as we exhale, fingertips away from left hip bone. Lengthening through that left side of your rib cage. Turn the armpit up, one more breath, inhale. Exhale deeper. And really sitting up nice and tall. Give those shoulders a roll, up, back and down, and very, very well done.